How's it going, guys? I'm Jared and welcome back to Trash Classics. Now let me ask you a question. When was the last time a video game really scared you? And no, I don't mean things jumping out at you suddenly. I mean, when was the last time a game left real fear in you, even after you've stopped playing? Well, today's Trash Classic aims to do just that. Cry of F.E.A.R is a psychological horror game that started its life as just another mod of Valve's Half-Life engine. However, soon after players got their first taste of the game, it was clear that this mod deserved its own standalone release. Clearly drawing its inspiration from other games in the genre like Silent Hill, Condemned, or Eternal Darkness, Cry of F.E.A.R uses everything in its admittedly small arsenal to keep the player scared and uneasy. The atmosphere the team Psykskallar was able to pull off within the limitations of a 15-year-old game is nothing short of amazing. The game starts off with the main character Simon on the way home. Now, not if this car has anything to say about it. Simon soon wakes up in an alleyway and finds his familiar city changed. It's now a twisted ghost town populated mostly by sickening creatures that may or may not be human. The rest of the game is spent trying to get Simon through this hell and back to his home. There are many aspects of Cry of F.E.A.R that sets it apart from other indie-developed mods, but the most interesting is a surprisingly functional inventory system. Items can be examined and equipped, or set to 3 quick slots where they can be combined, like holding a gun in one hand and your cell phone as a flashlight in the other. This makes changing weapons in the heat of a fight a little easier, since like any game worth the term survival horror, Call of F.E.A.R's close combat is pretty subpar. Luckily it makes up for this with some decent first-person shooting, but don't go busting caps and everything you see just yet. In this city, ammo is scarce, and the only thing rarer than ammo is health-restoring syringes. Of course, limited supplies aren't the only source of dread. Cry of F.E.A.R also has some killer sound design. Each enemy has a unique and creepy sound to them, especially these things. And pulling a page straight from Silent Hill 3's playbook, Cry of F.E.A.R uses terrifying sounds to keep the player on edge. Sometimes you'll hear banging or screaming from behind a door or coming from the next room, and you never really know whether or not it's a rampaging psychopath itching to murder you or just another sound effect. Now this probably goes without saying, but Cry of F.E.A.R is pretty damn gruesome. It deals a lot more in suicide and torture than the games that inspired it. For example, I came across this woman who can force you to kill yourself if you don't take her down quick enough. As good as this game is, it's certainly not without its flaws, most of which come in the territory of having a 3 or 4 person team doing such an extensive mod of the original Half-Life engine. I did come across a couple of crashes during my playthrough, but oddly enough, these were fixed by simply turning off the water effects in the advanced menu. I also noticed that Simon tends to get caught up on some of the objects in the environment, but these are small issues that are easily overlooked by a horror-starved gamer such as myself. Even though Cry of F.E.A.R plays like a Frankenstein monster made up of popular survival horror games, it's presented in such a unique and scary way that it never comes across as a ripoff. As a matter of fact, Cry of F.E.A.R is one of the scariest games I've played in a very long time. Fans of psychological horror should waste no time in adding this to their collection. And hell, even if you're not a fan of the genre, Cry of F.E.A.R is free on Steam, so why not go ahead and check it out? A dark atmosphere, great sound design, solid gameplay, horrifying subject matter, and non-existent price tag are all ingredients that, when combined, make for the perfect trash classic. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you like first-person horror games, feel free to check out my reviews of Call of Cthulhu and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. And don't forget to leave a comment or add me on Twitter or Facebook, because if I can't get new friends on social media, what has this all been about?